Welcome back to another episode of SMS Games Talk, and this is WWE 2K15 first look screenshots and news. And the first thing that we have is the leaked cover star and leaked cover, apparently from Steam. Now, nothing's been confirmed from 2K, but this is apparently the cover of 2K25, and we'll get into it there just bit by bit. We do have the Cody Rhodes screenshot there. I do have all the screenshots lined up. This is looking super clean. This is looking really nice. You know, at first, I was a bit upset at it because I'm thinking, it's boring, right? It's boring, it's bland, it's got absolutely no color splash to it. I instantly went into comparing it to Cody Rhodes' cover from 2K24 to this one, and I'm instantly like, there was a lot more going on there. You had the WrestleMania stage in the background. You had Cody Rhodes doing the wall thing on the top rope. And then you also had his big face on the side and a bit of fireworks or pyro effect. And there was just way more in terms of colour, way more going on. This, and this is just my first initial thoughts. I thought this cover was nice, but I thought it was boring. But the more I look at it, the more I love it. The more I actually start to like it. Because we had that boring genetic red background for so many years, whether it was 2K15 or 16, 17, 18, 19, even 2K20. It was the same deal. It was just some superstars or a superstar on a red background, just did a photo shoot and they did a red background. Same thing every year, and it was really boring. Like the SmackDown versus Raw covers had this really unique art style going to it, every year, and then we just got boring as soon as 2K took over. With this, they're starting to actually dish out some really good covers. Cody Rhodes' last year for 2K24 and now this one. I'm actually starting to like these covers, and again, the more I look at this cover, the more I actually start to like it. Because you've got Paul Heyman down there, you've got Roman's big face and him looking like he's about to go for the Superman punch or do the spear thing. And I could just imagine this being the first screen that pops up where it says 2K25, autosave thing, and then it's got press any button. And I could see those blue flames. And it would look actually quite nice. It would. Like over time, I reckon it would get boring, it would get stale, it would get bland. But that happens to all covers. After a while of looking at it, it does just, it never changes, so it's the same thing. You get a bit bored of it. I don't know whether that's just me or not. I mean, the Cody Rhodes 2K24 cover, I'm still not bored of. I reckon that looks really nice. I don't know about this, though. I feel like they could have done more with it. I still feel like they could have done more with this, but again, this is just the leaked cover from Steam. For all we know, Steam could have just come up with a cover, concept art, done it themselves, put it on their page for the sake of just needing a cover on there. Nothing's been confirmed from 2K. But if it comes up to the 28th of January and it's confirmed that this is the standard edition cover and Roman is the cover star for 2K25, standard edition, because as you know, we get 3 different editions. We get the standard edition, the deluxe edition, and then whatever, premium edition. Last year it was 40 years of WrestleMania, and that cover was really good, even though they replaced Brock Lesnar with John Cena on that cover. But still, the art style of 40 years of WrestleMania, and even having Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair on the deluxe edition, and then having Cody on the... I reckon they absolutely nailed all the covers for 2K24. Cody on the standard edition, the colours popping and having everything going on with it. And then having Rhea and Bianca, that was a really good cover. And then the 40 years of WrestleMania was really, really good too. All 3 covers were really, really good. Now, just chucking it out there before I get into the first screenshot. I reckon just a hypothetical, I reckon it would look awesome if they put Liv Morgan and Tiffany Stratton on the deluxe edition, because we had Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair for last year for 2K24. Imagine Liv Morgan and Tiffany Stratton. And it makes sense because Tiffany just became the WWE Women's Champion, and Liv has held down being the women's world champion for the past year. So that would make a lot of sense. Whereas if they just went and stuck Naomi or Chelsea Green on it would look good, but it wouldn't make as much sense as sticking Tiffany Stratton and Liv Morgan on the deluxe edition. Now if we're following Roman's career in the 2K showcase, then maybe they could make him the premium edition, the Bloodline edition or something. Maybe we could have, Solo and Jacob Fatu or something like that. I don't know. But I am looking forward to seeing all three versions of the cover and seeing what art style they go with, whether this is actually confirmed to be the standard edition cover of 2K25, and if Roman Reigns is actually confirmed. Of course he is, because we saw the tease, so we know Roman Reigns is a cover star. They've already teased that. I'm okay with this. The more I look at it, the more I love it. Anyway, getting on to the first screenshot, being good old Cody Rhodes, and his model is looking so good. 2K24, his model last year looked a 6 out of 10 good. There was something wrong with his face. It looked a bit squished in. He looked like he had fat cheeks and a fat jawline. There was just something going on with it. They didn't scan his face right. It looked good, but you knew it could have looked better. And this is what I mean by better. They've obviously gone over and rescanned his face. And done a whole head rescan and everything. Not just a face rescan, but they've stretched his head out a bit more. It's more proportioned to what it looks like in real life. If 2K24's Cody Rhodes model was a 6 out of 10, this is definitely a 9 out of 10. And the only reason why I say 9 is because, practically a 10 out of 10, really, if I'm being honest with you. The hair's on point, the facial texture, how the lighting reflects off the skin, the nose, the mouth. Everything's just done a lot more better. It's a lot more redefined. I love this Cody Rhodes model. This is the best that they've done with him. And then we zoom out, and obviously we have what I presume to be the Monday Night Raw second half. After WrestleMania 40, they started going with this set for Raw and SmackDown, and really haven't looked back since. Apart from getting that special Raw on Netflix arena, which was just a one-time deal. But yeah, the arena background, everything, obviously the lighting, it's looking really, really good. I just hope we get this for custom arena parts too, which they normally do. Give you the Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown arena parts for the current past year. But anyway, getting back to the model, Cody Rhodes is looking really, really good. He is looking really good, almost perfect practically. I don't want to say 100% perfect, but that is looking so good. And the championship, the undisputed WWE championship, the lighting effects, how it just shimmers and pops off the championship, that is so nice. That is really good. Can I zoom in here? Let me try and zoom in. No, it's not going to allow me to. Okay, I thought I could zoom in. Nonetheless, that's looking really good. I'm liking that so much. The only issue I have with the championship, we glitched there for a second. The only issue I have with the championship is it looks steamrolled. Why does it look as flat as a pizza with no toppings on it? It looks flat. There's no 3D effect to the championship. I never understood why 2K models the championships to be flat. If you look at the modding community and you look at how modders mod these championships in these games, they make them look so much more better, with the shine, with the glimmer, with the gems and the diamonds and just the lighting and everything, but also making the championships pop a lot more with that 3D effect. I do not know what 2K has against making these championships 3D, but I don't know whether it's just a process that they go through and maybe it always ends up coming out flat, and every time they try and make the championships look 3D, it makes it look unrealistic. And this looks more realistic going at it from this flat standpoint. I don't know. irritates me and frustrates me a bit that modders can do a lot more better job than an actual gaming company could do. It just doesn't make any sense. Why are the championships always flat all the time? Like, give it some 3D effect. Even the Spinner WWE Championship in real life, or the World Heavyweight Championship, the current one we got now, you put it on its side and it's got a bit of 3D effect to it. You look at these championships in the game and they have a little bit of a 3D effect to it, but not really much. Anyway, the championship's still looking really good. Oh, we glitched out there for a second again. The championships are still looking very good. They still look like gorgeous championships, don't get me wrong. I love the lighting effect. I love how the shimmer and the shine off the champions. They look really good. Like, if I was to give them a score out of 10, they still look a good 8 out of 10, really nice. You know, so I'm not completely ripping on the championships. I'm just saying, just make it pop a lot more like the modding community. Or even if you can't do it exactly like the modding community, at least just give it that 3D effect. I don't understand what 2K has against making these championships 3D. Why do they always have to be flat for? Anyway, getting on to the next screenshot. Good old Damo, wow. His model is looking so on point. Like, if you thought Cody Rhodes looked good, Damian Priest, holy shit. That is one hell of a good model. Like, I reckon they mastered Cody Rhodes, but with Damian Priest, jeez. That is looking so lifelike. That is, like, Cody Rhodes is a 10 out of 10. This is like a 13 out of 10. Yo, this is just so good. Whether they've dressed these screenshots up to look this good, and maybe the in-game models don't look as good as the screenshots are giving off the impression that they look. But if they look like this on a screenshot, I could only imagine what the entrances would look like with these models, or even the gameplay with these models. I mean, every year they just take it a step up. Like, there's definitely, you know, the main roster superstars obviously get the most love. But if this is what Damian Priest's model looks like, imagine seeing Triple H's model. And they always do good with Triple H's model, in my opinion. And even seeing Roman Reigns' model is going to look so good too. And Rhea Ripley's. But yeah, no, I love it. From the attire, I don't know what arena that is. Probably Royal Rumble or something. I don't know. I'm just taking a stab in the dark and saying maybe that may be possibly a Royal Rumble. Or maybe a Survivor Series War Games arena, I think. One of them. And then we go on to Bayley. Bayley's model's looking good. Now, I've heard people shit on Bayley's model and say she doesn't look that good. I reckon she does. I reckon Bayley is looking a lot more better than that Demon Out of Hell that was revealed after Royal Rumble 2024. I mean, come on, what was that shit mess that we got last year? This is looking so much more better. Yeah, face looks a bit, I don't know, her jawline, her cheeks. That's the only thing that's bugging me with this model. Is it looks really good, but the cheeks and the jaw, I don't know whether it's just the perspective of the screenshot or not, but yeah, now that I take more notice, like the makeup's good and the hair looks good and the attire and everything. I don't know, it could just be the perspective of just the way they took the screenshot, but the cheeks and the jaw, yeah, there's something going on there. And now that I look at it more, at first glance, I'm like, this is a really nice model, but now I look at her face and I'm like, they've obviously rescanned her, and she's looking a hell of a lot more better. I give this an 8 out of 10. It's almost perfect. But I don't know, just the perspective of the jaw, this may be the way that I'm looking at it or the way that the screenshot was taken, but nonetheless, this is still a very phenomenal looking, a very nice looking, model, I should say. Sorry, it's getting my words jumbled for a second. This is still a very nice looking model though. And I like how the attire is looking, and then we zoom out a lot more. Who's next? Who have we got next? We got good old Punk. Oh, look at that. Holy shit, his model's looking really good. I mean, I thought his model in 2K24 looked good. Bloody hell. I loved The stubble, I love the facial hair. You know, I love that. And I love the amount of detail in the face and the bags under the eyes even. The amount of detail in this. Jeez. I thought there's a lot of detail in Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest. I gotta say, wow. They definitely updated his model from 2K24. Obviously, you can see that. But this is looking so much better. Like, and I loved his model in 2K24, but this taken to a whole new level in my opinion. And he's updated Best in the World shirt. Cool, that is really cool. I am loving that. And we got good old Liv. Oh wow. These models are just, they're really good. They're almost perfect in my opinion. That is wow. The eye makeup, the makeup, the facial textures, the nose, the mouth, the chin, every detail is just Liv Morgan there. And I love how we can see the individual little LEDs on the Tron behind her. Obviously, she has the updated Cry About It Judgment Day Trons too. And that is looking really, really good. And we zoom out, we've got the updated attire being the Revenge attire. Yeah, there's a Cry About It on the Trons in the background. That is looking really, really nice. All these screenshots are looking really, really good. I'm loving this. I'm pumped. I'm hyped. Honestly, you know, the only things is the cover could be a bit more. It's a bit bland, but we are getting the deluxe edition, and we are also getting the premium special edition, whatever that may be, whatever it may be revealed to be. I don't know whether we're getting that revealed on the 28th of January or not, but just let me go back. We good old Cody, and we'll go back to. Yep, so I'll go back to the good old 2K25 logo and talk about it a bit more. What I reckon we're getting on the 28th of January, I reckon we're getting the commercial with little snippets of gameplay in it. I also think that we could get more screenshots, and if we're lucky, we may get one entrance, maybe a Cody Rhodes, a Damian Priest, or anyone from these screenshots. Or we may get lucky and even get a Roman Reigns entrance. Or we may get a mid-carders entrance, we may get an LA Knight entrance or something, you know. There's a possibility. I reckon we're getting the cover star confirmed, a commercial with snippets of gameplay in it, you know, with tiny little quick 2-3 second snippets of gameplay in the middle of the commercial. And then I also think that we're getting some more screenshots, and if we're lucky, we may get an entrance. But that may be a February thing. And as you know, in February is when all the big news is getting dropped. We're getting entrances. We may get the Ringside Report or something like the Ringside Report, where some 2K developers sit down with some superstars or some fans, or just, you know, sit down in general on a Zoom meeting, like what they did with the Ringside Report. And they just reveal these new features and the new things and all. I reckon they're going to definitely 98% chance we're getting the I Quit match. I'd be very surprised, very shocked if we didn't get the I Quit match back. So they're going to reveal 3 new match types, or 3 returning match types. And then we're going to get a bonus little match type on. Because if you take what we learned from the way that they did it with 2K24, then you got to take it as they're just going to do that every year. They're going to go with the formula that they reckon works, and it's worked for them for the past couple of years, since 2K22, since the revitalization of the series, of that glitch disaster mess that was 2K20. So them definitely learning their lesson, updating the models, which actually surprised me, because I thought the only time we're getting rescanned face models and rescanned superstars and character models is if 2K did the full jump to current gen consoles. If they dumped PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and went full PS5 and Xbox Series. If they did that, that was when I was expecting them to go over and rescan the faces to be on the current gen consoles. But if they are looking this good, I'm going to get to it. If they're looking this good, right? The Cody Rhodes model is looking this good. right? And the arena's looking this good, and the Damian Priest model is looking this good. If I was to pick what's my best looking model out of all these screenshots, I don't know. It's a toss up between Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest, but I probably have to say, in my opinion, the Damian Priest model is looking pretty on point. I'd say Damian Priest, Cody Rhodes, and then CM Punk. And then, of course, Liv Morgan and Bayley. Out of which ones do I reckon are the best looking models in this game? But if they're looking that good, and they're still releasing the game on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, imagine what it would be like once they dump the previous gen consoles. It's going to look so much more better. You know? There's going to be a lot of news come out. Anyway, the more closer to the release we get in February as well. So I'm really looking forward to all the different screenshots, all the entrances, you know. And I love it when they do that too. I love it when I wake up in the morning and there's a whole bunch of notifications on my phone. These new screenshots. So this entrance has, you know, been released officially from 2K, and I get really into it. I hate it when these YouTube channels are forced to show off the entrances without the music due to copyright. That does annoy me. It does frustrate me. You know, I'm like, everyone obviously knows WWE owns the rights to the music. Nobody's trying to claim that they own the music. They're just trying to show off a full entrance from the game. Like, come on. You don't need to copyright everything every 2 seconds. And I'm like super stoked. I'm like, oh, there's a Rhea Ripley entrance. There's a Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns or CM Punk entrance, you know. Or a Seth freaking Rollins entrance, Drew McIntyre, you name it, just anyone. And you go to watch it, and there's no entrance music. It ruins it. And then you have to try and look up the official 2K dropped IGN or something like that official entrance that you can watch with the theme music in it. Because, you know, to me, it's pointless. These other YouTube channels like Smack Talks and the 101 dropping these entrances from the latest WWE 2K game without the music. Just without the theme music. I would never do that if I was a big YouTube channel. I just would say, nah, I'll just leave it to 2K to release that, or IGN, or under, you know, 2K's permission, of course, or something like that, to show off these entrances with the theme music in full. So, yeah, it annoys me when 2K does this stupid Instagram crap, or this stupid X, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, where they just do like 10 seconds of an entrance. They did it with the Becoming Immortal Bray Wyatt at first when they were promoting it. And it was literally just a couple of seconds of The Fiend coming out, the updated Becoming Immortal with the new head lantern. And it was frustrating because you wanted to see the full entrance. And I get it, it's all the mystique, you know, to actually see the entrance when you buy the DLC or when you get the game. But at the same time, this is part of promotion tools. Like, people can watch these entrances all day on YouTube. There ain't nothing like actually playing the game and seeing the entrances and playing the game and having these matches and doing it for yourself, experiencing it for yourself. There's nothing like it. You know, you can watch entrances, you can watch gameplay, you can watch all this on YouTube, but there's nothing like actually sitting down and playing it for yourself, you know? So, I can't wait to see all the entrances, I can't wait to see all the reveals, and what we're getting January 28th. As I said, my prediction is the commercial with little snippets of gameplay in it, some screenshots, possibly an entrance, and the cover star of Roman Reigns, of course, being officially revealed. So, you know, at first when Steam leaked the cover, I'm like, I'll go back to it. When Steam leaked this cover, I'm like, oh, there we go. There's no way this is actually the cover. And the only reason why I went into denial about it was because I'm like, well, it hasn't come out of the woodworks that Roman Reigns has officially been announced as the cover star, right? Because I'm an official type of person. I'm like, unless it's been made official, I don't really believe much on rumors unless it's been confirmed. But them dropping that on I'm pretty sure Raw on Netflix, when they had Roman Reigns backstage and he went into the locker room, the door closed and they had the WWE 2K25 logo and Roman's dropping the dates and stuff. You know, it's like, yeah, that's practically confirming he's the cover star, and that's practically confirming that this Steam leaked cover is actually the cover. Now, 2K may swerve us, and they may say, well, that was supposed to be the cover, and even though it's practically been revealed, unofficially revealed, that Roman Reigns is the cover star, we could do a complete swerve on you guys, and it could be that was the original cover, but because Steam ruined our plans and leaked it early, they've actually gone in and redesigned a new cover with Roman Reigns on it that looks completely different to this, you know, or something along the same lines, but they've changed it up a bit. You know, it would be the first time something like this has happened with a gaming company, not just 2K, but in general, where a cover's been leaked. They wanted to do a big reveal for it, and because the cover was leaked, they had to go in and redesign and redo the cover so then they could still have this big cover reveal and it wasn't ruined due to leaks. 2K could do that. Or this could just be a concept art done by Steam, and 2K has had their own cover already done, you know, that's different to this. Of course, Roman Reigns, but different, and they could have had a different cover all along, and this could just be a concept art that Steam did. But I reckon this is, honestly, without debating it and going over it too much and looking into it way too much and getting all conspiracy theory rumor about it and everything, I reckon this is the cover. I think 2K is going to reveal this to be the official cover with the commercial and with some screenshots. If we're lucky, we may get an entrance. I don't know. Or they may be holding all that back for February. So they can say literally February, 28th of January. You guys can wait until like the 5th or the 10th of January to really start getting all these entrances, screenshots, news, everything. So my prediction is, my full prediction on the game is, because I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to cover. I'll go back to it there without it glitching out on me again. My full prediction is January 28th, the commercial drops with some snippets of gameplay in it, which the YouTube community is going to nitpick the hell out of. We're going to get some screenshots, possibly even an entrance, maybe even a tease of the I Quit match. And then in February, around maybe the 3rd, 5th or 10th, or even the 15th and the 20th, just all through February, we're going to get screenshots, news, entrances, and something like a ringside report, if not the ringside report, something like it, where 2K reveals that there's 3 major returning match types, or 2 returning match types and 1 new one, like what we got in 2K24, where we got the casket match and the special guest referee match, which were returning match types, but the ambulance match was new, and we also got the gauntlet match as a bit of a bonus match as well. So they're going to reveal 3 match types and then 1 bonus one on the side. Then they're going to reveal backstage brawl, a new area, possibly being the locker room area being opened up so we can go back into locker rooms again and have a little bit more interactive elements in the locker room. And so they're going to expand, whether it's backstage brawl, whether it's the locker room, or just they're going to expand on backstage brawl. You know, they're going to do something with that. That's quality of life sort of things. They're going to do like updated weapons, I reckon, as well. And they're going to show off the 2K showcase. This is all in February, by the way, going into March. And they're going to show us a little bit of, maybe show us a little bit of updated features on Universe Mode. Now, my prediction is, if we get to the 25th of February and 2K has not made a big deal out of anything Universe Mode related, forget it. They haven't done anything with Universe Mode. Now, if that's one of their key features, that they've actually gone in and improved Universe Mode a lot and not just give it a couple of little tiny updates and stuff, if they've actually done something really cool, really awesome and really good with it, practically, if we get to the 25th of February and they've made a big deal, a massive deal out of Universe Mode, or even kind of a mid deal, if they've just made some kind of big deal out of Universe Mode, then you know they've done something good with it, obviously. And that will be revealed as it comes. But if we get to the 25th of February and they haven't mentioned really much about or stuff all about Universe Mode, don't get your hopes up. They haven't done shit to it. They've just done the little updates and that's it. You know, and every year I keep hoping maybe there's a YouTube channel that's done something with Create an Arena. Yeah, probably 3 days before it releases. That always happens. I'm always like, come on guys, you're there. 2K's invited you to this, gameplay thing where you guys can rock up and record gameplay and then release it bit by bit at time. There's nobody recorded any custom arena stuff. And lo and behold, some custom arena videos do come out 3 days or 2 days before release of the actual game. And I'm thinking, well, that's a bit useless because I just had to wait 3 more days and I could have just seen it myself, Like, that's what I want to see. Of course I want... But all these YouTube channels are showing off the same stuff, though. They're showing off, this new match type. Every YouTuber that is allowed to go to these special, conference reveal things that 2K does every year, where they can jump on a computer or console and record the gameplay, and then show all their fans on YouTube bit by bit, but they're all doing the same shit. Every YouTuber records the same thing, and maybe 2K may have a strict set of rules that says you guys can only show this off, and all of you are only allowed to show this off at this amount of time. But when they get more freedom, and as it gets closer to release, and they're allowed to show off different things, why not show off Custom Arena? I'm just saying, it is like the backbone and heart and soul of Universe Mode in terms of creating your own show. Without Custom Arena, you just got the standard in-game arenas. Think about it. If we didn't have custom show, it would be a big deal, but not as much as without Custom Arena, It's what we can create our own custom, unique shows with, but the arena being TNA or AEW. Or maybe if you wanted to go back and play the Ruthless Aggression era, Attitude era, you wanted to go back to the Golden Age, the Legends era, you know what I mean? I don't know, just for me, Custom Arena is so important. And nobody ever shows that off unless 2K's making a big deal out of, but they won't. Because Custom Arena ain't shit to them, so they're just saying, we did a couple of little tweaks to it, a couple of little updates, a couple of little fixes, there you go, nothing too special. It's not a big deal anymore. To me it is. But to everyone else, they just say, there's a lot more better things in a WWE 2K game than just Custom Arena. And I agree, but that seems to be my favourite create mode. I enjoy creating championships. I enjoy creating superstars, but I'm downloading all these AEW superstars every year, rinse and repeat shit that I do of community creations. So I'm not really creating anything. I'm more just get the enjoyment out of downloading great creations instead of doing create a superstar myself. I'll update things and attires, and maybe if I like a face paint being a certain color or a tire part being a bit different, or something like that, then I can tweak and edit things, and update things to my liking, but I'm not actually going in there creating my own superstars, and even with Create an Arena, I will download a lot more arenas than I'll edit or create myself, but I just find that more fun. It's just really enjoyable for me, but I guess everyone has their own favourite create mode in every WWE 2K game release every year, so... But anyway, with that being said, the screenshots are looking on point. The arena in the background is looking really good. The facial textures, the models, the head, everything. The head texture, the head scans, the face scans, everything. The championships are even looking really good. I just wish I had a little bit more of a 3D pop effect to it. I wish that the gems popped a lot more with the lighting. And Bailey's model still looking very good. Just something with her cheeks and something with her jawline. I don't know, it just must be the perspective, as I said. But all in all, I'm going to try and cover as much WWE 2K25 news as possible. I'm not going to be able to cover it all because I know as soon as it gets dropped, like, there will come a time in February where there's going to be so much news being dropped like almost every day, and it's going to be really hard to keep up with it. So, and because I'm not a big popular YouTube channel that people rely on for news or updates or anything, so with that being said, I can just take it at my own pace and sort of just do my own thing with it. So, you know, I do these videos for myself, but I also do it for anybody who's interested too. So there's literally like no pressure on me to pump out videos, you know, at a like routinely rate, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, this has just been a couple of screenshots literally and like a cover. So, and I'm already this pumped, this excited. I already have this much to say about it. So come the 28th of January, yeah, I'm gonna definitely cover what they release on the 28th of January, definitely, because I'm gonna be stoked, excited, and pumped for it, really. Can't wait. But anyway, as always, thank you for watching this episode of SMS Games Talk, WWE 2K25, first look, screenshots, and news. And as always, if you're not playing it, if you're not streaming it, it ain't worth shit. Take care, guys.